Hello, welcome to Fuzz TV Live, a impromptu edition. I was not planning on streaming tonight. Although now that I'm streaming tonight, I probably will not be streaming tomorrow, which I was going to do, because I had plans to record, and a certain co-host fell asleep. So as a result of that, I suddenly had some free time. Not to say that I don't have a lot of things that I could be doing, because I do. But I'm not in the mood to do most of those, so so here I am streaming, and how could I resist the opportunity to spin some wheels, which is now a complete possibility. So here we are. It's January 6th, Fuzz TV Live. I may have had a small snack before we started. I picked a bad time. Why did I pick a bad time? What's up, Bob? Put that over there. So, a little bit chilly. Lady friend. Don't go and be with your lady friend, Bob. Bob, go do your thing. I don't need me around for that. Hey Elsa, thank you so much. So, yes, impromptu stream. I had no plans to stream tonight, but then all of a sudden I had free time due to recording having to be pushed due to Sleepy Gingers. So, I did start editing the top 50s last night. That is underway. That will take some time. I have about 10 minutes of finished footage after like 3 hours of editing. Now, admittedly, that sounds really bad, but it's only because the first chunk of it has a lot of quick cutting back and forth and small clips, because it's jumping around everyone as they're all guessing what everyone else's number ones are going to be. Once it actually gets to the top 50 list, it should actually be quite, I mean, not quick, but the chunks will be bigger and less. There'll be less having to, you know, make decisions for comedy effect. But yes, work on that has commenced. I will watch something probably after I'm done streaming. I've got a few things I need to get to. One of which, of course, is Dracula episode 2, thanks to a certain Texan menace. So I may do that tonight. I've been trying to listen to your second half of the top 50 horror. Trying? Has it been difficult? Yes, thank you, Cindy. Being distracted, okay. Pesky people at work distracting you, how dare they? When you've got important top 50 lists to listen to. But yes, welcome, Cindy. Welcome all the same. Oh dear. I will line up the old screenshot majig. Oh, I'm getting quite good at that. I'm just a little bit off there at the side, isn't it? Just a little touch, and boom, perfect. Okay. Excellent. So you know what? It's not even that cold today, but I feel a little bit chilly. I'm gonna go. Whoa, Photoshop using a lot of RAM. That's a thing. CPU's not getting used that much. Okay. Did a little bit of PC doctoring today, so I'm just keeping an eye on things. Under observation. After surgery, that's what's happening. Oh, it's not people. You just have to walk away. So you just keep starting over. That's fair. Yeah, things are looking fine. Okay. Just trying to make things be as reliable as possible until the new computer. Because I had a render fail today. The program shut down, which I'm pretty sure is to do with overheating. So every so often, when this happens, I open the computer up and I clean out the heatsink as best I can. And that seems to work for a little while. However, I discovered today that my processor, I don't know when this happened, or if it was always doing this and I just didn't know about it. But it was actually boosting slightly to an overclock speed, which does make it warmer. So I went into the BIOS and I disabled that when I noticed it was running at a speed higher than it's supposed to, which should actually hopefully make things smoother. I'm hoping. That said, if it had been doing that since I've had this machine, then it was going for like 5 or 6 years without having a problem at that speed. So clearly there's still a problem compared to before, but I might have, you know, fixed it. This is me fixing computers. This is just, I'll try this. Flip that switch and see what happens. Which is a little bit scary. Got to 21 and was like, wait, what was 25 to 22? To be fair, I probably couldn't tell you even what Tim's number one. Well, nah, I can remember his number 1 from recording, but I couldn't tell you like almost any other number other than vague. Yeah, that was there, I think, and that was there. That said, for me, it's been like 2 weeks since we recorded it, but still, even 3 maybe. Nah, 2. I think it was 2. I had to slide the tree out the way because it was still like Christmassy time enough to have it up, but obviously all the videos I was recording were going to be up weeks later. I was like, shit, I need to get rid of this. Is it possible that now that you've decided to get a new one, your computer is like your traitor and is slowly dying? Well, no, because this problem has been here. The problem I just described actually started happening like over a year ago. It's been doing this overheating while rendering videos problem since about September, October 2018. So that's when I initially said I have to try and get a new machine soon. But there were other things to do first, unfortunately. So I've become more serious about it. The fact that it's actually started freezing sometimes now as well, after it's been on for a while, when it never used to do that before. Now, admittedly, a fresh Windows install might fix that. It might. It's also entirely possible that the freezing is more to do with a driver issue since a Windows update. So it's not even anything to do with the computer, it's more to do with Windows being a dick. But computers are so finicky. There's so many things that could be going wrong that might be a physical problem, it might be a software problem, it might be a number of things. Sometimes one little setting or cable going in the right place is all it needs. Sometimes it's more than that. It hurts. I wish it was easier. I really do. But hey. Yeah. Well, yeah, I wasn't planning on streaming tonight. Impromptu. I have no fancy goals planned or anything like that. Beyond the classic. It was almost going to do a gaming stream rather than a regular stream. But I just, for whatever reason, I thought, wheel spins, they're still new and exciting. So, For anyone who's watching who wasn't here for the last stream, Happy New Year, since we're still very much at that first little chunk of the month. I may go to the theatre tomorrow. I may go see Jojo Rabbit tomorrow. Who dares to speak my name? I don't speak your name. Did I say some insults a little bit ago, which you would construe as your name? Maybe. That's possible. But yes, welcome, David. Welcome to the stream. We used to have an IT guy in the office, and it was wonderful. I miss him. Now that I'm on my own, I hate my life every time the computer has been difficult. You're hoping I'd say your name as a response. Ah, well, yes. I mean, I don't fall into that trap. I'm going to, I think, bought tickets to see The Grudge to see what the fuss is about. Is there fuss? I haven't seen any fuss. I've seen middling, this was mediocre, kind of... I don't know if I'd call that fuss, though. It's not out here for a while, which is why me and Tim aren't doing it immediately. But me and Tim did record 2 other movie reviews yesterday. We have pre-recorded like the next few episodes, I think, barring any news that we're going to slot into some episodes. It's the 20th movie ever to get an F cinema score from the audiences. Holy shite! And this made you buy tickets. This made you spend money to go see it. I mean, I'm not one to judge, I suppose, but still, that makes me laugh. I was just going to go and look at the stream schedule. I want to remember, because there'll be a second episode this week for patrons. Try to watch top 50 horror movies and you interrupt with a live stream. Hey, blame Connor. Connor fell asleep. We were supposed to be recording. I wasn't planning on streaming tonight. All of a sudden, I had free time. No worries, David. I'm sure I'll see you again on the Saturday, which has kind of become a regular streaming night now. I think Mother did get an F. And while I have problems with Mother, I feel like that getting an F is more to do with a bunch of average Joes, shall we say, being like, this movie doesn't make sense. There's no explosions or Transformers. Yes, so they'll... Hold on, let me scroll down. I need to see the schedule. That's the recording schedule. Output schedule, yes. Patrons will get another movie early this week. On... I don't know what day. Probably Friday. I'm going to guess Friday will be the day I put up the early ones. For the second batch. But forgive me, Rude. I apologise that I interrupted the viewing of the thing that you can watch later or any other time because it's on demand. But, you know. Whereas Live Me is only available right now. And who want to hang out with me live? I'm the best. Oh, next week's has to change a little bit. Or not next week's, 2 weeks from now. Because no, it doesn't actually, because we're recording that. Yeah, this is. I'm thinking this isn't as far ahead as that. We have a whole extra week to record that one. Okay, we're doing that, and then we're doing the bonus episode. Okay, it's gotten really complex scheduling out when the episodes of streams are going to be released versus when we record. Because we're doing the new schedule where there's 6 per month, and 2 of them are early on Patreon. So I have to actually kind of map it out and like make sure everything's recorded before it's meant to go out. I'm happy a certain creepy found footage movie made the list. I would have ranked it higher though. Hey, you know, any place on my top 50, it was a prestigious place. I had to cut movies down to get it to 50. So the fact that it was even in the second half is quite the honour. They should be sending me a thank you note. Oh, pardon me. I may have to make some snacks later. I've got a couple of things that I can eat on stream. I've got fish fingers, what you may call fish sticks. I also have chicken dippers, which are, I don't know, basically just a slightly different version of chicken nuggets. Oh, there's chips, i.e. thick fries. Oh, well, Tyler appeared. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, no one got the last screenshot. I was going to say who's owed a free spin, but no one is, because no one got the last one. It was a failure. That was my failure voice. So yes, Tyler, you're getting an extra streams this week if you're on Patreon at $5 and up. Get early access to the next one. We're officially into the new 6 movie per month schedule. 7 including the bonus episode. Got to number 3 in the horror countdown while driving home. Glad to see Transfiguration made your top 10. Oh, look at the spoilers from Tyler. There's 2 other people in chat who just said they're only a little bit into it. Tyler's dropping top 10 spoilers. That's pretty funny. Elsa and Rude, get him. Go on, get him. Welcome to the future. Oh, you finished it, Cindy. That's cool. It was a lengthy episode. It was a good 2+ hours. So I have Gods of War on pause. I'm in an area in the lake of 9. I beat the creatures but didn't solve the puzzle. I have since gone back and now more powerful enemies are guarding the beach. But yeah, it sounds like the areas went to New Game Plus mode. Oh, I got it with satire. I say how dare you in that tone all the time. Don't worry. There's not even a list. Yeah, very smooth, Tyler. Covering your tracks. Very smooth. Very smooth. Yes. Man, so many movies to do on streams, and there's so many new movies coming out that there's no slots for anything. I shit you not, we have like recording scheduled for 2 movies a week, barring 2 weeks that Tim's going to be on vacation. We've got recording 2 movies a week up until the end of March already mapped out. Like everything's mapped out. We have 2019 catch-up movies, got some new releases sprinkled in there when they came out. Man, there's like 3 theatre releases in a row. But a while since that happened. Oh. It's okay, Tyler, most of these movies I haven't seen. Remember, Peter, I was traumatized as a young girl by a cabin and a tree, so I don't watch much horror, so he can spoil away. Okay, fair enough. I'm glad you get enjoyment out of listening to us talk about horror movies, Dad. Even if you're, you know, very anti-horror or horror-phobic, maybe a better term. Yeah, Hunters is on the schedule for the pilot at least, just to check it out. Well, not we end up keeping it is entirely dependent on the quality. started the new Child's Play earlier in the very beginning when the guy returns the doll and calls it a ginger piece of crap. I immediately thought this is a very mild spoiler for the new Child's Play, but I just want to say how much I love the fact that the new movie, the reason everything happens is because a disgruntled worker turns off the safety features on the doll's AI, which is weird because it implies the doll's AI is so extreme and impossible to do all these things, and there's only some safety features in place to stop it from becoming a completely murderous little shit. I'm like, how good is the AI in this thing? I'm curious about them, and sometimes I'll watch them and fast forward. Alright. Yes. So lots of things coming up. We recorded 2 movies yesterday, which you won't see for a couple of weeks. We actually, so there's one coming up later this week for patrons as the second episode of the week, which is a big 2019 movie. And then there's another 2019 catch-up movie next week, which we've already recorded. And then the main movie the week after we've not recorded yet, but the second one for patrons we have. And the week after that, the episode that's going out also has been recorded. So we're actually a little bit ahead in recording on streams, which is nice. We got ahead by a couple, which is good because Tim's taking 2 weeks off, so we had to be ahead. Let me close that schedule. I don't want to be obsessing over it. I think that Dracula review's over like 50 comments by now. It's hefty. I believe they're being hunted, Elsa. And it's set in like the 70s, I think, as well. Rude Boy, I'm sure, will give us the accurate details, but from the quick look at the synopsis I read. And for those of you who are looking forward to the next Expanse and Lost in Space reviews, both are recorded. One's even been uploaded and rendered. It just needs to be published, and that'll happen later. Because one of the things we've done with the comics podcast in the last few weeks is that it's had like an official time that it goes out on a Sunday, and I'd love to be able to get to the point where I can do that with Screams and the Ace as well, and give them official times that you always know they're going to be up by. Just have to get into the... I just have to kind of learn exactly when I can guarantee it by, so I can pick the time. Since I watched it yesterday, I went back to watch the Screams Midsummer review. The episode did pretty good for you guys. Yeah, I remember it doing a few thousand. Sure. I remember it doing well. What did it do? Okay, if it wasn't thousands, it was 1,500, so 1.5. Not bad though. Not bad. Watched The Gate 2 last night. The sequel to The Gate. It took me about 15 minutes though to realise I had seen it when it came out. When I saw the girl in the movie and remember she was hot. Hey, you never forget a hot girl. Your memory will be triggered by it. Always. In fact, for fun's sake, here's what I'll do. I'll give you guys some top 10s. Not my top 10s, but top 10s of performance of our episodes. I'll give you top 10 streams of 2019. I'm sure that sounds like fun. Alright, filter by screams, filter to just 2019, and sort by total. Okay. So, shall I count these down? Is that more fun? What's number? They're not actually numbered or anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Alright. The number 10 episode of Streams After Midnight. Hey Daisy. Welcome to the stream. It's about a ragtag group of Nazi hunters, and it looks like it at least starts with the initiation of a new recruit. It's based on historical events, but embellished with steroids, probably. Yeah, looks funny too. Plus, it's got Al Pacino in it, which is kind of extreme. Alright, so top 10 Streams episodes of 2019, as in the performance, not my favourites. So number 10 was Wolf Creek. And I'm actually, do you know what, I'm happy to say this, is that every episode in the top 10 is over 1,000, which is really nice. I don't know if any year's done that. At least by the end of the year. If I go back and look at 2018 now, because it's obviously it keeps getting views and audio downloads. Obviously, they build up over time, and there's way more than that now. But anyway, so Wolf Creek's number 10. Number 9 is It Chapter 2, which did okay, but nothing compared to the first one. Number 8 is Stream 2, for reasons. I think what this top 10 shows me that there's a lot of nostalgia views for stuff from the 90s and early 2000s. So Scream 2 was number 8. Number 7 was Nightmare Cinema, so that's another new release. New releases make sense, although there's a lot of new releases that don't actually do that great. They do just okay. But Nightmare Cinema is number 7. Number 6 is Brightburn, another new release, very comparable numbers wise. Number 5 is Midsummer, which did pretty good. Not amazing, but pretty good. Number 4, and this one is shocking, Leprechaun 2. Just hitting about 2K. Leprechaun 2. I don't know why, but it is. Number 3 is Annabelle Comes Home, so new release, which is about 3K. And then number 2 is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. So I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, second highest of the year. And then number 1, for reasons that I cannot fathom, is 13 Ghosts, which has 4.5K. Oh, what? Why is 13 Ghosts getting clicks? It's a bad movie from 2001. Like, why? Why? Absolute madness. Did I watch the Globes? I did not. I have not seen anything from the Globes whatsoever. I heard that Stellan Skarsgård won Best Supporting Actor for Chernobyl, and that's about it. I'm not really an award show guy. I don't really care that much. I might watch some of Ricky Gervais jokes later, but that's about it. My sister loves that movie. Yeah, it's not even interesting, you're right. Daisy, you love 13 Ghosts? What? Oh. Well, if you watch our review, I mean, we still appreciate you, but just, brace yourself for negativity is all I'm saying. Top 10 Ace episodes of 2019. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're not numbered, so I have to find what number 10 is. So number 10 is Stargate, which is interesting, I guess. Number 9 was Alita Battle Angel, which was a new release, but we did it months after its release, so this is okay in that sense. Number 8 is Terminator Genesis. We'll see that the Terminator franchise did well on Ace this year. Because number 7 is Terminator 2. Number 6, and this one's unfathomable, Rocket Man is number 6. A fact that Tara will gloat to no end at me for. Number 5 is The Terminator, the first one. Number 4 is Primer. Number 3 is Terminator 3, the highest of the Terminators. Almost 2K on that one. Number 2 is The Wandering Earth, which is also about the same number, just a little bit higher. And then number 1, the number 1 Ace episode from 2019 is The Final Countdown, the time travel ship movie from the 80s, which for some reason, is almost at 3K. I don't know why. But there you go. Top 10 Ace episodes. Yep, very random. You work with Skarsgård on Dragon Tattoo. That's cool. Was he in the original as well? I don't think he was. He's from that part of the world, though, where he could have been in the original and the remake. I could give you the comics for the Multiverse top 10, but I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, bizarrely. Because it's a very consistent show, so the numbers aren't that exciting. I can tell you the number one episode of the year, though, which is probably the kind of obvious that it should be, was episode 157. And why 157 is notable because it both had the final issue of Heroes in Crisis and issue 10 of Doomsday Clock. So that one's the highest. But like I say, comics is so consistent that the numbers aren't exciting to kind of analyze that much. Except for the idea of it gradually getting higher, which is nice. But other than that, like, it's, you know, pretty straightforward. So we'll take that away. I can probably give you top TV episode reviews of the year as well. That's a separate file. I'll get that up. So I will. Oh, this is a huge document. Right. Filter to 2019 and sort by total. Oh, this is how you pronounce your name, Elsa. Gahiola. Am I butchering that? Top 3 are Expanse, Dark, and Mr. Robot. Not even close. Gahiola. Alright. Okay. Okay, number 10. This is just based on totals, on views, and audio downloads combined. Dark episode 8. So the Dark finale. Dark season 2 finale. With 6K. Thanks, Elsa. I usually butcher names, but I mean, made enough sense to me phonetically. So yeah, Dark episode 8 is number 10. Number 9, bizarrely, is Shadow episode 1. That was a Netflix pilot we tried and absolutely hated. 6.3k on that one total. Number 8 is The Umbrella Academy episode 2 with 6.7k. So for an episode 2, that is absolutely great. Umbrella Academy did very well. Number 7 is Mr. Robot, season 4, episode 7. So this was a very notable episode in the middle of the season. While it may not make sense if you've not seen it, it does make sense that that's a really high episode because of what happened in it. So, Mr. Robot, episode 7, at number, what is that, 7? Yes. Number 6 was C, episode 1. That Mr. Robot, by the way, is at 7k. C is at 8.5k total. So yeah, C did well, and we got a lot of. We didn't get as much bad comments in that as we did Dracula, but it was pretty rough. Yeah, I'd say season 2 is the weakest season for sure. And it maybe has the most problems, but there's still a lot of great things in it. I still loved it. Maybe a little indulgent early on, but there's some fantastic stuff towards the end of that season. Number 5 was Kingdom episode 1. That was a 6-episode Korean zombie show on Netflix, which did look pretty good for us, especially episode 1. So that's at 9.6k. Number 4 is Dark, season 2, episode 1. So the finale was at number 10. Episode 1 is at number 4. And this has 9.7k. Number 3 is Chernobyl, episode 1, with also 9.7k. They're very close together. Unfortunate, because we get so much shit in the comments for that one. Number 2 is Warrior, episode 1. This was a Cinemax Kung Fu show, I say, that we did. And we actually thought it was okay. We were going to try and fit in episode 2, and we never did. I felt kind of bad after the first one started doing so well. But that's actually just broke 10k total. And then number 1, the number 1 TV review, most watched and downloaded audio-wise of the year, is Umbrella Academy episode 1 with 14.6k. So, you know, that's what it is. Umbrella Academy did very well. And Umbrella Academy is sprinkled out, like, very high up. Like, you know, the episode 5's at, like, you know, the 17 mark. Episode 10, the finale's at, like, the 23rd mark. Like, and TV often does quite well. Like, I can tell you, scroll down here, I can tell you that 397 TV reviews, TV episode reviews, are over 1k. So TV has a lot of potential, or at least has shown more potential than the movie stuff. But we're trying to build them up, because, funnily enough, the movie podcast and the comics podcast are actually what sort of seems to give us more loyal fans. But, you know, like, people seem to care about us more and stick around with those shows. The TV people tend to be a bit more just, they're here for that TV show and then leave. Not always, obviously, but a lot of them are. Which, by the way, we actually hit 7,000 subs today, since we're talking about milestones. Poor Tales from the Crypt takes up most of the bottom. We're all the way down at the because apparently we did 2002 TV episode reviews in 2019. 2002. That's so many. That's including, like, Star Treks and Tales from the Crypt and, you know, Twilight Zones and stuff. Twilight Zone's doing not bad, actually. There was a nice little boost over the New Year period. I think that marathon that was on Sci-Fi actually led to some more review views, especially on a couple of key episodes, which is cool. So yeah, thanks, Indy. So, you know, there you go. There's your 2019 in review for our figures. I shall leave that. Apologies for the window noise. Bing! I found you because of TV, and now I'm listening to a top 50 horror. What black hole have I fallen through? The best kind, Elsa. The best kind. I don't know if anyone's ever requested this, but you guys need to watch and review Gymkhana, starring an Olympic gymnastic medalist who uses a gymnastics martial arts to compete in. You know what? I've heard of this movie, Rude Boy. I've heard of this. I've even seen a couple of clips, I think. That seems like perfect fodder for a Patreon bonus episode. That's what that seems like. It's not really horror or sci-fi, but we'll find a place for it. I think me and Tim have accepted that some of the Patreon bonuses might not technically be horror, but we're just going to do them anyway. Oh, I really need to use the bathroom, so I'll be back in a second, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I'm back. Now I've turned the oven on. Remind me in 5 minutes to go and put my food in. So, oh, Renegade's here. Hi, Renegade. Where was I before I left? So, what was your most hated videos? Well, the most hated has to be the Green Inferno because we have over 700,000 views on that, and most of the hundreds of comments are people speaking in a different language, and everyone that I have translated has been a variety of F you guys, and some other things. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Renegade's getting a spin, apparently. I'll let the gift play.
This was garbage. You understand me?
This was garbage, you understand me? Alright, you get a spin of the wheel. Oh, additional image. That's kind of funny because that means you don't get a square. And there's no squares away yet. But I will add a second image since it has been unlocked. That's the first time someone's got that one, actually. That's pretty nifty. Two spins for $2. What? No. But that logic, Elsa, when someone puts in 5 for, you know, yeah, great landing spot, terrible timing. It went out for a hot minute. Did you didn't get to see your spin? I will add another image. I still insist that it's performance art, which is more broad description because dance can still be a part of the performance, but doesn't have to be. Okay, it's performance art. I can live with that. Alright, I'm adding a second image to the screenshot. There is nothing to see yet though, because there's no squares been taken. You landed on adding a second image, which is a really good thing to get actually. However, you don't get a square as well, and because there's no squares yet taken away, there's nothing to actually see. So you can take a guess, but you have nothing to base the guess on, unfortunately. I mean, I'll show you the grid, but I mean, that's all you've got. There's two images. There's two images now because of what you landed on, but there's no squares. So you can technically have a guess until and it has to be before the next person. There can't be like someone else taking a square and then you get your guess before they do. There'll be none of that shenanigans because I realise that's a tactic that some people might take. But until someone else, you are allowed to have a stab in the dark should you wish. Do 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 do. Yeah, the wheel was working on Saturday quite well. Hopefully it'll work just as well tonight. We'll have some exciting. There's a booby trap placed in the wheel as well, Renegade. There's a chance you'll get nothing.
This was garbage.
Oh, thanks, Elsa.
You understand me?
You're right. I would be. I'd be checking for spies. Thank you so much, Elsa. I assume you want to spin. You guessed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fine guess. Fine guess, but no. Right. That's Oh, give Megan another spin. Oh, okay. All right. Well, Megan, you're getting another go. So here you go. Spin number 2 for Renegade. Oh, almost at the garbage. But you do get a square. You landed on square, so you get a square. Alright. Renegade. Pick your poison. Bum bum. B3. Alright, so that is image number 1. And this is image number 2. Renegade getting that ass. Back to image number 1. What could it be? No, we do not know the genre of this movie. Bum bum. Bum bum. Well, you're thinking, the Horse Whisperer. That is incorrect. That's incorrect. We're back. Alright, I'm gonna go put food in the oven. We'll be right back. I'll even put the screen up. I'll just be right back. Oh. Alright, food's in the oven. So that should be coming out in about 20 minutes. So remind me in 20 minutes to go check the oven. Mm. I don't think that Peter would have seen the Horse Whisperer. That is true. I haven't. I haven't seen the Horse Whisperer. Does it have the first movie in a long series? Just guessing by clothes. Ponder away. I can't answer such questions, but ponder away. Hey, Sheldon. Matt's having TV troubles. What are the new shows for January? What do we have coming up? What do we have coming up? We have HBO's got that show, the Stephen King book that they're adapting, which name is escaping my mind. Really, really shocked that Wish Upon was on your top horror film of the decade. Yeah. Nice try, Tyler. The Outsider, that's the one. Where's the next Lost in Space review? It's actually already rendered and uploaded, rude boy. It's just waiting for it to be published. Meaning that it'll probably be very quickly after this stream. And the next Expanse is recorded. Episode 9 is recorded. That'll be up tomorrow. Along with probably a Firefly? Or maybe that top 10 I did on Saturday, actually. Maybe I'll put that up tomorrow for some variety. But yeah. And then I need to know that It is me or my ears bigger than they used to be. I'm probably just imagining it. Maybe my head's just skinnier, so my ears look they're sticking out more than they used to. Thought the game was good, but too long. I don't remember thinking it was too long. It's been a while since I played it though. I played it back in like 2014. It's been a whiles. There was a few things. There's a couple of Netflix foreign shows starting in the month that we're going to try. I think, or we're going to try to anyway. Star Trek Picard starting this month, of course. Yeah, so the foreign shows that we might try are Ares, which is next Friday, not this week, but next week, and then the last Friday of the month has Ragnarok, which we might try. Oh, David's at work. Sorry, Elsa. There's no David to help you now. He's going to have to go by squares and hints and images like regular people that aren't cheating. February has Lock and Key on Netflix. Hunters on Amazon, which we'll try. Probably a couple of other things that's not been either announced yet or we've not looked at. I've heard that our ears and noses never start growing. You mean never stop? Never start's kind of weird. I'm pretty sure my nose is a bigger size than it was when I was 1. I'm just going to go out on the limb and say it. The show I wanted to see if you guys were doing, but I forgot the name. Stop. Yeah, that makes more sense, Elsa. There's a couple of natural landmarks on both Expanse and Lost in Space that almost had me confused on storylines at one point. There's definitely some similarities, especially with the stuff on the planet. Let's play a game. Guess what show Sheldon is trying to get a review of? More clues. Child something. Yes, yeah. I mentioned Picard, Tyler. Keep up. Keep up. Engage. Make it so. Other images for Sheldon show. I don't know what he's talking about, so I don't know. Hold on. Let me go to the list of releases on Metacritic, which is what I normally use. Do you have a network, Sheldon? Do you have a rough release date? Is it a new show? Inferior? You kidding me? Did you go check your oven? I did. I said to tell me in 20 minutes when the food's ready. It's not been 20 minutes yet, though, has it? I don't think it has. I don't know if it's been 10 minutes yet. Sheldon's on the hunt. He's going to figure it out. As much as I love Jane Levi, I'm not going to really bother with Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. January, February. It's not part of 5, I don't think. Lincoln Rhyme, Hunt for the Bone Collector. What a clunky title. Network streaming service. Okay, okay. Bye, Megan. Yeah, there's a new party of 5, rude boy. It's Amazon, you say. Okay. That helps. Oh no, it doesn't, because they don't count those little things as Amazon. You know what? Fine. Yeah, the new Party of Five's got a whole immigration thing. The reason why they're on their own is not a because the original show, I think the parents died. In this show, their parents get deported. So they're doing a whole immigrant bent on it. That's the word I was looking for. Right, upcoming original programming at Amazon. Damn, all the stuff that's drama. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The Forgotten Army. That's coming up. Comedy wise, no. Co-productions, no. I'm not seeing anything on Amazon. I'm seeing nothing on their Wikipedia page with all the shows they do upcoming. Well, it's just not been updated on here yet if it's a new announcement, but I will find this show. I'll leave it to you, Sheldon. I can't help you at this point. And I need to know that and I need to know that and I feel as I can say. An hour from now, we'll realize it wasn't about the show at all, but the journey we went on to find it along the way. Tyler. Were they all in Party of 5? I didn't know if Campbell was. I didn't realize Jeff Love Hewitt unless he Chabert it was. Or Chabert? Chabert? I don't know how to say that name. I know Matthew Fox was in the original. Better, 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 better. I never watched the original. So I only heard of Party of Five when Lost was a thing, and they talked about Matthew Fox like being on that first. I had never heard of Party of Five until Lost. Live together, die alone. Memories. Oh, Sheldon's got the show for us. Go on. Sheldon, we mentioned that one. We talked about it. I said that. Oh. We were talking about that earlier, Sheldon, but that was a February show. It's on the schedule, don't worry. Hmm. Oh, that made me laugh. Oh dear. Has it been 20 minutes yet? Should I go check on my food? All the siblings had dimples. What did they cast it that way? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Chicken dippers are in the oven. Just in case anyone's curious. The main thing I've learned from the last episode of Contra the Multiverse is that Matt's Taco Bell addiction is spiraling out of control. Oh yes. Definitely. Definitely. He claims there's many a thing I can get without cheese. He claims it. And it never occurred to me that Connor has to get things without cheese because he's lactose intolerant now. Hence the Pringles incident. Can't ever say I saw the Lightning Thief. I don't like Al Pacino. I don't like him a lot. That's fair. Pacino's an actor with eras. Like I can see you loving like some eras of Pacino and then hating other eras. Because I don't think anyone likes, I'll do Jack and Jill Pacino. Yes. But not because of the booze, and well, I mean indirectly I suppose, but it wasn't the booze that made him sick. It was the Pringles that made him sick. Your video's behind? What? Refresh the page. Oh yeah, I wasn't confused by what it was. So, I mean, it obviously only existed as a movie because Harry Potter was huge. It was clearly a Harry Potter knockoff. I just had Taco Bell. I really like it. I feel like I'm going to lose my Mexican card every time I go. Oh dear. I have not tried it yet. They're building one near me. I will try it when it opens. I'll have no idea what to get. I'll have to analyze the menu before I go. I have been to Pinto, which is a small fast food Mexican chain in the city. I've had tacos from there on a number of occasions. That said, that was all pre-giving up cheese. My tacos would be pretty boring if I didn't have cheese in them. Not really, Sheldon. I never watched them. It's more like that Nicolas Cage sorcerer movie than Harry Potter. Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, it might be more similar to something else, but I mean, I think the reason why it was funded as a movie is because of Harry Potter. Just like Shadowhunters got funded because of A, Harry Potter, and B, Twilight. It was clearly a combination of those two things. Yeah, I was going to limit my choices, but I made a decision to give up cheese. It's debatable that I could have just gave up pizza and that'd have cut out the vast majority of the cheese and I'd be fine to eat whatever other cheese is left, but I made a choice. Real Mexican tacos don't have cheese. Interesting. I'm looking forward to 1917 as well. Oh, thanks, Monkismo. Happy New Year. I have two questions. Do you support Scottish independence? Do you watch wrestling ironically or the same as a sport like rugby? Couple of interesting questions there. I'm going to let the gift play before I answer them though, because it should be popping in right about now. Oh, come on. Streamlabs. There you go.
Well, the leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
There you go. So to the first question, at this point, yes, I do. I wasn't necessarily sure about it when it was around the first time, but given Brexit and recent elections, it's very clear that Scottish politics are so separate from the rest of the UK, but yet we are dragged through their politics because there's more of them. The independence is clearly the best option. So, yes. For the second question, do you know what? I've watched it ironically in the past. When if you try watching WWE, you have to watch it ironically because it's terrible. That said, if you watch good wrestling, you don't have to do that necessarily. You can actually enjoy it for the actual, show that it's putting on. I've been enjoying AEW unironically. It's got its problems here or there, but a lot of it's very good. New Japan, which is the one that a lot of the hardcore wrestling fans like. Again, very athletic, very well done. If you think it's just baseline stupid, then you're never really going to get anything out of it. But I wouldn't say I watch it like a sport like rugby because I don't watch sports because I don't like sports. Wrestling to me is not a sport. Wrestling to me is a show. It's a scripted performance that happens to be very athletic. It's got storylines and it's got payoffs, and any good wrestling match should tell a story through the physicality itself. So I guess it's neither. I guess it's not ironically. If it's good, it's good, but it's not good because it's like a sport. It's good like because it's like something in between a play and a sport. So if that answers your question, if you want a spin as well, and I guess at the screenshot game, you are entitled to it. In fact, not even a spin, you're entitled to another image. If you want one, Minkismo. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Do they have Formunda cheese in the UK? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Blue vein cheese, nom nom. Okay. Once Upon a Time 1-2. Did I watch Farewell? Because I heard it was really good and it won a lot of awards last night. I have not yet, but it's on my list to do before we get to the our top 10 season in March. I plan on sneaking it in before then. Parasite actually just won the influx vote, so we'll definitely be watching that soonish. Like ECW was great when it was its own company. So many holy shit moments. Yeah, it was a very different type of wrestling from like what good wrestling is today. Although occasionally you get like a good weapons match that kind of harkens back to it. Kenny Omega and John Moxley had a lights out match at the last pay-per-view, which was violent as shit, and it was very entertaining. But you know, good wrestling can be entertaining without that stuff as well, which is cool. I got 2 out of 3 in the Patreon voting as far as picking the winners. That's cool. Yeah, the winners for Patreon votes for that just ended were Total Recall for the Ace, Parasite for Influx, and The Ruins for Screams. So, if the tacos have cheese, it's some kind of white cheese, not yellow processed cheese. But I do love my Taco Bell. I'll just have to try something else. I've never had like a... What do we call it? Oh god. Burrito. That's what I'm looking for. I've never had a burrito. Was that the word I was looking for? I think that was the word I was looking for. Maybe that'll be something good to have without cheese. I hope Parasite won by a large margin for the vote. That was the one I wanted to win the most. Yeah, it was pretty cut and dry. Nothing else really came close. Screams and Ace were a bit more even spread. I'll have to you seem like the type of guy who would love a burrito. Maybe I would. Maybe I would love a burrito. My problem is that I'm really fussy, and I always like when it's something I've never had before and there's different ingredients. I get really like skeptical of what things that are going to be in there that I'm not going to like. I've gotten a little bit better over the years, but I'll have to maybe try a burrito when Taco Bell's built. Because I've never had the type of beans that go in a burrito. I'm far more familiar to in the UK. When you say you're having beans, you mean baked beans and tomato sauce. That's the beans that everyone has. And I like those a lot, so there's no reason to think I wouldn't like other beans. But hey, chalupa. What's a chalupa? I watched Siren today, the one that's spun from VHS. Didn't hate it. Okay, interesting. Have I tried green beans? Nope. It's a flatbread taco. Okay. Sounds alright. I'm going to have to do some research to find you some good Mexican food in Scotland. The only Mexican restaurant I've been to is a chain called Chiquitos, and I've been to that twice, and I didn't really like it either time I went, for various reasons. Because Indian food's really common here. I have Indian food a lot. Indian's kind of are Mexican in the sense of, and just in terms of how popular it is and how easy it is to get. Mexican here, like, we're only just starting to get fast food Mexican places. Up until recently, the only Mexican you could get, it'd be a fairly expensive restaurant. Like you don't get cheap, street Mexican food here. At least until recently. It's starting to sprinkle in a little bit. Right around the time we started having Black Friday as well, we started getting Mexican food kind of sprinkling in. I like how the bread is crispy yet soft. It sort of dissolves as you chew it. Okay. YouTube sending me emails. Oh, my food's probably ready. It's probably actually a little bit overdone. I blame you guys. I'll be back. I'm back. Damn all this Taco Bell talk. Oh, is everyone getting hungry? Oh yeah, my KFC's got all those touchscreen checkouts now as well. It's great. I've not seen Succession. I haven't been to McDonald's or Burger King since I gave up cheese, because the thought of getting a burger without cheese feels weird. One or two chicken dippers are a little bit too far gone, but for the most part I like them crispy, so it's fine. I only started it because of Matt, so this is all eventually Matt's fault. Sure. The sauce, for anyone curious, was a sweet chili. Thai sweet chili sauce. Although I might have put too much on it. I will remind everyone of the current state of the screenshot game as I take a bite. Burgers without cheese makes more sense than tacos or burritos without it. Yeah, that's probably true. But I haven't had much of. I mean, I've had some tacos. I've never had a burrito. Cheeseburgers I've been eating my whole life. So it'll feel naked because I'm just so used to it. We're contributing to the AI takeover before it's time. If I can avoid talking to people, I'll usually take that option. Ordering food online instead of phoning people is like the best thing ever. That said, I did go to Burger King. Uh, I told a lie. I have been to Burger King recently, but I didn't get a. It was in the morning, so I got a breakfast thing. I got like a sausage thing, which I wouldn't normally have cheese on anyway, so it was fine. This one's crunchy. That one's a bit too crunchy. Oh, Williams actually got live Taco Bell to really mock Rude Boy. It's also ordering via online is actually easier to make sure there's a paper trail because you can prove what you ordered that way. You know, there's no room for like, the person mishearing you over the phone and you know thinking they hear one thing when you said another. Then it's your word versus theirs. You order online. No, there it is in black and white. That is exactly what you ordered. That's exactly what you said. Can't say shit. Oh, this one. Oh, that one's crunchy. Oh, damn. These are not optimum quality. They were in the oven at least 5 minutes too long. Oh well. Chicken dippers with sweet chili sauce. Mm. Although they're a bit crunchier than normal. Same for the workers, they can't claim you effed up their order when they placed it online themselves. Yeah, true. If you get a little timer you can set on your desk. Yeah, I can just use my phone. I'm just annoyingly stubborn about not doing that for some reason. Hmm. Man, they're harder to stab. Come on. Wonder if I'll treat myself to a nice lunch tomorrow. Whenever I'm at the theatre and I'm hungry, like when I get out, there's always just a really high risk of me spending far too much money on food. Because it's like, do a lot of walking first and have whatever crappy food is in the house. Or just, you know, walk across the street and sit in somewhere and get food delivered to me. My full thoughts on Joker will be coming at a later date. When I've got enough for a catch-up movie video, I'll do one. And the map what? What am I at now? 2? Yeah, 2. Jojo Rabbit will be 3. Then one more, I'll do a video. I'm a mate. My problem is trying to fit in something that long that's not for content is really hard to do. No, I did not, Rude Boy. What's that called anyway? Fast food? I can't remember. But no, I never reviewed it. I've never seen it, even. Oh, by the way, Tyler, the first previously on in the multiverse would have been up for patrons tomorrow. If a certain ginger hadn't fallen asleep instead of instead of recording it as planned. Why do you think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the one Tarantino movie Connor might enjoy? He hates the dialogue. All that movie is Tarantino dialogue. Ah, Sausage Party, how's that? I don't know. My guess would be Connor would still hate it. These are almost done, for the record. Hmm. That's an interesting correlation, actually, that Connor doesn't like Bendis or Tarantino. Very interesting. I probably said that at some point because it was true. He's been saying for years that the 10th movie is going to be the last one. That said, it's starting to look less likely it's a Star Trek movie. It's looking more likely it's going to be Kill Bill 3, but we'll see. No, come on. A Tarantino Star Trek movie would be interesting. But Kill Bill 3 is more exciting for me. Shatner directed by Tarantino would be something to behold. Oh, it will be, Tyler. It has to be. Hell, bring in Ethan Hawke to play the stepfather. So we can have the whole real family on screen together. So CES is happening right now. So a lot of the tech companies are flaunting their gadgets. Including some, I think there's a few details about the Xbox and PlayStation 5 coming out. Don't think he'll actually stop at 10, he loves the attention. I kind of agree, or at least if he does stop at 10 for movies, he'll start doing like TV shows and stuff. So that technically he's not doing more movies, but he's still making more content. Yeah, I've always counted Volume 1 and 2 as one movie, because that's how it was written. And even shot, actually. It wasn't until later they split it. So, Alienware made a handheld gaming PC that looks a lot like a Switch. I don't think the controllers like come off though. Or anything like that, but it's about Switch in size. I'd be into it if Amazon gave him a 10 episode show like they did Ref. Hell, maybe that could be the Kill Bill thing. I mean, maybe the Kill Bill like sequel could be a 10 episode TV show. I'd be so into that. I thought you meant Vivica A. Fox's daughter. I thought Tarantino said it would be about her wanting revenge. Oh, I mean, it could be, but here's the thing. Uma Thurman has a daughter now who's like a really good actress who could totally be like one of the leads in a movie. It could be equally about her and Fox's daughter. They could be playing off each other. What if she kills Uma Thurman and then Uma Thurman's daughter's like needing revenge on her, so that's what the new movie's about. I could see it happening. And that way we get 10 hours of Tarantino instead of just 2 or 3. Genius. Hell, the original Kill Bill was combined is like 4.5 hours, so I mean, it's not even that much of a stretch. I know when Robert Rodriguez brought From Dusk Till Dawn back as a series, he wanted Tarantino to direct an episode or two, but the time never worked out. Oh, that's a shame. I just clicked on a link that said, Sony show off PS5 logo at CES, and it's just what you like. It's exactly the same as a PS4 but the 5. There's nothing interesting about this whatsoever. There's nothing new from this though. It's the same things we already knew. Hardware-based ray tracing, Ultra HD Blu-ray, ultra high-speed SSD. I'll be surprised if they say PS3. I'm expecting PS4 backwards compatible. I think that's 100% locked. I think PS1 and 2 is very possible. I don't know if I'd say likely, but they could. I mean, they could have done that in PS4 with an emulator, and they just didn't. So maybe they've locked it in to work even better on the new machine because it's obviously higher spec. If they announce that you can also do PS3 games, that's huge. Especially if they start selling them digitally again. But hey, that's all cool. I have been obsessing over PC parts this past week. Obsessing like a madman. But I know most of you don't care about PC parts because it's boring. So I will not talk about it. I really want one of those arcade one-up Teenage Ninja Turtles machines. Ooh. Ooh, there. I have no desires myself immediately. Let me check my I'd set up for the Mortal Kombat one, not that I have anywhere to put it at the moment. Alright, there we go. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Cindy with the $1 super chat. I'll let the gift play before I spin the wheel. The wheel of Tim. I don't have a good name for the wheel yet. I'm going to think of one.
This was garbage. You understand me?
Garbage. Did I ever do a top 10 game soundtracks of all time? I have not, no. The wheel is spinning, the wheel is spinning, where will it land, where will it land? It landed on a square, okay. Broke even, Cindy, you broke even. I wonder, like, I worry that my, if I did a top 10 video game soundtracks, And I've not. I mean, I'd probably do a movie soundtracks one before I do a game soundtracks. But if I had game soundtracks, I'd worry that I'd end up having like 3 or 4 games from the same franchise, like twice. B4. B4. Got yourself some more trees, but luckily there's 2 images in this, so I'll switch to the other image as well. You got some bushes. You got some trees, and you got some bush. It's a pretty similar spread there across both images, interestingly. Oh, here we go. Tyler's going to tell me that something I've not played's got a great soundtrack. I immediately started humming the Mass Effect 2 soundtrack. Sure. I'll take your word for it, Tyler. Dun, 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 dun. I do have a Minor X comic, actually. I'll have to play that again soon. By default, GTA 3, Vice City San Andreas, and 5 would all make the list. I'd vote SSX as well as Wipeout. I don't like SSX 1, 2, and 3 to varying degrees. Not a Grand Theft Auto guy though, so I can't comment on those. Primal Fear. It's an interesting guess. Is not incorrect though. Nice try though. Pardon me. I'd have a difficult time separating between nostalgia for a soundtrack and it being objectively good. Don't worry about objectivity. It's about what you like. Like if we're going to put like, you know, what's a good game based on how many hours you played of it, like WWF like Attitude would be like near the top of my list because I played that like a shit ton in 1999. But like it's not actually that good. Like the gameplay's not actually that good.
This was garbage. You understand me?
Thank you, Elsa, for the donation. You're wonderful. You fancy a spin? Let's take a spin. You spin me right round, baby, right round. You got a square, a square, a square. Is it just me or is the wheel should be above that? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Alright, square time. This is definitely a one where there's more useful things in the image than what we've seen so far. C2 for Elsa. C2. Oh, we got more foliage. We got a plant and a pot with a bench, and an image number 2. That could be a clue. Could be a clue. What could it be? It's, you know, Skyrim more than any other video game song. Dun da da dun da da dun 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 da da dun da da dun da da dun 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 da da dun da da dun da da dun 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 da da dun da da dun da da dun 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 dun. That one. Other image, please. Sure. Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin, dan 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 dan. Is that what they're saying? Is that actually what they're saying, Tyler? You actually know what they're chanting in that song? You're such a nerd. Elsa's on the case. Elsa's looking up car years. She's looking up weather reports. She's got the Gaheola satellite orbiting, processing data. That's what the Dragonborn is called. Da 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 dun 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 da da dun 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 da dun. Ooh. I was out of Control recently. We should play. I should stream Control. I played a little bit at the start just to see if it was running well, but that was about it. Where's the bottle cap for this? There it is. It's over. It's over. It's over today. Dayman, fighter of the night, man, champion of the sun, master of karate and friendship for everyone. Dayman, fighter of the night, man. Don't make me. I've already put my plate in the kitchen. I'll be back. I'll be back. What are you thinking? I just have a mint to freshen my breath a little bit. Get rid of the taste of what I was eating. Or the aftertaste, I should be more specific. I ever played any of those early Spider-Man games? I played a little bit of Spider-Man 2. But honestly, I never really played Spider-Man properly until the PS4 game. Which I think is an okay thing. I can bring the image back if you want it, but I figured you'd probably stared at it enough now. Okay, it was that old a game. Okay, side scroller. I love Streets of Rage growing up. I've played through all of two as well, but I definitely one was the one that I had as a kid that I played a lot. Two I played a lot on the 360 because it was like available, and I remember co-oping that with a friend a lot. One night. When do you remember playing your first game, like year wise? Probably like 1995, maybe 94. I can't believe Resident Evil 3 remake's out in like 3 months. It's like the start of April. It's 3 months away. I'm shocked. I don't know if I'd have one for every year, because there was times where I took time, like I took time away from games like every so often. Look, we can only have one wheel, and this wheel's the fun, definitely the more fun wheel. Cindy, don't try to put me in a bad mood. Come on. Be nice. Be nice. I'd probably have to like research, I think, and see what years things came out. I mean, I don't know when anything came out pre 96, but 96, Resident Evil. 97, I don't know. 98, Resident Evil 2. 99, Resident Evil 3. That's a good question. Is everyone who watches or listens to Screams After Midnight, because of the aura around the boy and the fact that there's a sequel, is everyone who likes the podcast going to go see the boy too, just so that when they listen to the review, they can be in on it? I haven't watched the boy because I'm scared I'll love it too much. uh no comment. It's a solid 4 out of 10. That's my review. It's a solid 4 out of 10. This boy 2 chat's nonsense. Whether you can look at your show as an inspiration to seeing The Boy 2, it will now be watched with suspended disbelief for the laughs, and who knows, maybe it will surprise expectations. Fashion icon? Katie Holmes is a fashion icon? Soon a horror icon? I don't know. I'm listening to you roast Tim without having seen it. I think that's the wise choice, William. I think that's the best possible mature, responsible choice that you could make. I mean, hell, I'm contemplating thinking this whole YouTube thing's a big mistake. I should just quit while I'm ahead, so I don't have to see The Boy 2. No, Tyler, there was no slaying. There was no slaying. Thank you, Cindy. The Dracula comment people might be enough to make Owls After Midnight happen. Tim's not even seen it. I will have the place myself. I'm not getting snacks at the movie theatre though. I will buy snacks if I want any before I go to the theatre because I ain't paying movie theatre snack prices. Where will they go with The Boy 3? They will go directly to jail. They will not pass go. Okay, Midnight Confession. When I first started joining the lives, I thought you were talking about the Hugh Grant movie every time you mentioned The Boy. I was like, that's a weird, it's probably an inside joke. That's about the boy, or about a boy, if I remember right. Oh, Gareth was playing me? Where'd they go? Boys debating my existence. He gets his face off. I have no clue. I forgot you still had a guess, to be honest, but fair enough. That is incorrect. Oh, sometimes the smell of fresh popcorn is irresistible, but screw paying for the overpriced candy or nachos. Yeah, yeah. The only temptation that I used to get at the movie theater was sometimes they used to have like a Ben and Jerry's booth, and they do like these like you get a couple of flavors, you get like hot caramel in the middle and some cream on top. Like a little, I mean they called it a sundae. It was a bit of a stretch to actually call it that, to be honest. It was more just a tub of ice cream with some cream on top, but it was lovely. But they actually, because both that the theater I go to now and the theater in the city used to have Ben and Jerry's. The one in the city changed to Baskin and Robbins at one point, and I used to get after when they switched. I was disappointed, but they did a nice milkshake, so I'd occasionally get a milkshake. The local one changed to some a brand that I'm not familiar with. There's an ice cream booth. I don't know what else to do though. That said, though, they now do like burgers and pizza at my theater. I don't know when they started doing that. Sometime in the last couple of years. Because it used to just be either popcorn, nachos, hot dogs, or candy. That was the options. And now there's a couple of other hot, warm food options, which is cool. I've not tried their burgers to see if they're any good. But they cost like a fortune, so. I don't think you're meant to eat them in the theater either, though. Like there's like tables and chairs you're supposed to eat the pizzas at. I think. You thought it was an accent thing. You thought about a boy became the boy. That's pretty funny. The hot dogs always have a burnt bun. Not the theaters I go to, but I don't like hot dogs that much. Like they're fine, but the only time I ever have a hot dog is when I was in the city and I had to go to I would go to the movies after college, and I'd be hungry. And because the movie's just about to start, I wouldn't have time to go anywhere else to get something to eat. So it's like, well, either I get a hot dog, or I'm not getting anything for 3 more hours. So whenever I had a hot dog, it's because I caved out of hunger. I do love the idea of Tim being obsessed with Hugh Grant. In many ways, Tim is kind of a goofy American version of Hugh Grant. Garrus. You want to come up and say hi to people? Want to say hi? We come. Where I'm living now for work, the movie experience is pretty spectacular when it comes to snack food. Oh, good. Some connoisseurs prefer the hot dogs that have been spinning on the hot spinner thingy for 16 hours and look like shriveled and crunchy. Is that a fact? Ah, here he comes. Yes. Yes. My favourite snack to get is just some nuts. I'll get some nuts at the supermarket and take them in. They're easy to hide. Oh. 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 No theatres here have pickles. That's a stupid thing to have in a theatre. I tried salted caramel M&Ms last time I went to the theatre. Those were alright. Not as good as crispy though. Crispy's better. Still. Hmm. I have no idea if the hamburger's any good. Like, it could be like close to fast food quality, or maybe it is actually will surprise me. And it's more like a reasonably priced restaurant, but who knows? Cheese platter. Interesting. Do you know, I've never actually had nachos at the theater before. It's always been a common thing to get, but for whatever reason, I've just not. And I like. It's not that I don't like nachos. Nachos with some, some sweet dip or some chili dip or something. Sour cream and guacamole can piss off though. I hate those. Oh, oh, Garrus is getting cozy. Yes, he's a good kitty. You're a menace, but you're adorables. See, Elsa loves you. Oh, he's a happy kitty. I googled. I guess that's still true. I just haven't noticed anyone with one of them giant pickles anytime recently. I googled the movie theater pickle, and the first article is titled "Turns out that Texans had no idea no one else eat pickles in movie theaters, and it's hilarious." See, Tyler, it's your crazy state. It's the problem. I love the idea of Texans going to like a movie theater elsewhere for the first time, going up to the counter and saying, "I would like a pickle, please," only for the person at the counter to be like, "What the feck are you talking about? Pickle? We don't sell pickles." Oh, hi, Garrus. Oh no, TV's going to turn off. Oh no, Garrus, I need to reach the remote. Oh. There we go. Disaster averted. Disaster averted. It's alright, yeah. I can focus on snuggling with you. They're talking about pickles. Hmm. Oh. Oh. There you go. Oh, you handsome cat. Yeah. You take a long time deciding how you're going to get comfy, but when you do, you get really comfy, don't you? The question is, when I go to the movie theatre tomorrow, if I go, which I think I will, am I going to buckle and get snack food because of this conversation, or buckle and get like a burger because of the previous conversation? Or go to the slightly nicer place and get a mixed grill like last time. Because that was really nice. but it did cost a lot more. But it was like, you know, it was getting served at a table, so it was proper. I was going to get a pickle. Mm. Mm. He leaned over for a kiss. Depends on the movie. Well, if I'm going, it'll be Jojo Rabbit. What sort of food does that dictate? Oh, oh, you want to know? Mm. Good cat. Twizzlers, popcorn, and soda are my classic go-tos at the theatre. Sometimes I'll also get something chocolate like a Kit Kat or a Twix or peanut butter cups. That's definitely a snack kind of movie. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll. I mean, I'm going with myself, Elsa. So I mean, chocolate to shares. Just going to end up with me eating a lot of chocolate. Bob, too much. Too much information. I don't say that often. Takes a lot for me to say something, but too much. Yeah, Riz. Yeah, piss piss. Oh yeah, I remember the gemstones, but yeah, I remember. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh dear. Judy Gemstone. What a character. Don't eat anything at all to go with the theme of the movie. Gareth. Am I watching the movie to review with the ginger? And no. I'm just going because I want to go see it. How old is Garrus? Garrus is. So Wesker and Firefly just turned 9. That puts Garrus at about 7. I don't know exactly what part of the year he was born at, unfortunately. But he's about 2 years younger than the other two cats. What is it, 3? Maybe it's 3. He's 6 or 7. Anyway, Annie Garrus. Yes. Oh, menace. What's up, guy? I don't know if you've seen it. Do you know what house Garrus was in when Mars was in retrograde? Ah, dear. I don't know if Carter's seen Jojo Rabbit. I have no idea. Oh, comfy kitty. Like that. Mm-hmm. You do, don't you? Yes. Yes. Look at that face. Look at him. I was getting tired, cat. I can't do it forever. Harry Potter questions. I will not be allowing those. I'm looking forward to 1917, which is out on Friday, I think. This is your net stream now, Garrus. This is all for you. Today is going to be an Ace movie, right? It should be, yep. That's certainly where I'd put it. Car doesn't want dibs on a Nolan movie. Car doesn't get dibs. Connor gets assigned what he gets assigned. Never watched Dunkirk. Felt like it'd be far less impressive outside the theatre. Spoken like a godfather. Or the godfather, rather. Yeah, nah, today's sci-fi. So Ace gets first dibs. And given I'm on the Ace, I'm okay with that. The Podfather. I will be seeing Jojo Rabbit until the end of the month. I'm excited for it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. If that's the case, why is Expanse and Lost in space, Connor? Because they're not movies. They're TV. This is just a movie podcast. Just like Connor would also probably do some horror TV shows sometimes when the need arises. We have done sci-fi movies in the past, before the Ace was a thing, but now that the Ace is a thing, not so much. We will get back to the Godzilla movies at some point, which are technically sci-fi, but we did half of those already, so makes sense that we would continue them in the right Firefly. Or Firefly, sorry, Garrus. That's an insult. I know. I'm so sorry. I get the cast names wrong all the time. I'm sorry, Garrus. Filthy Ginger should have been around for Haunting a Hill House. Hey, that was him going on vacation. That was nothing to do with me. And those reviews did very well, in fact. So I didn't fall in love with Dunkirk. I really don't care for anybody in the movie. I agree. I completely agree. It's a very cold film. Where I didn't much care for most of the characters, or any of the characters even. Which is a shame. It's a shame. But hey ho. Hey ho. It is a shame she's missing out on Expanse. She would love the Expanse. But she's stubborn about trying things, TV show wise. Maybe one day I'll convince her. Yeah, I got through Hill House a lot quicker because I didn't have to wait in Connor. And unlike some stuff that I've tried since, I wasn't recording anything with Connor because he was away, so I had just all the time in the week to just keep doing Hill House. Okay. Uh. Garrus. That's alright, William. I've actually finished watching the season now because we recorded episode 9 last night and I watched the finale tonight. We were supposed to record it tonight, along with previously in the multiverse, but a certain ginger disappeared. We guess it's October, Bob. They've not officially announced anything, I don't think, but it makes sense that it would be. There's a lot of speculation in the episode 9 review because Connor thought something might happen in the 10th episode, and what's so funny is that the very first shot of the 10th episode proves him wrong. Which really cracked me up. What season took you the longest to review? I guess it's Too Old to Die Young. For ones that I finished, yes, Too Old to Die Young was probably the longest. Actually, unless we count like The Leftovers season 3, that took a while to get through. Actually, if you're counting ones that I've still not finished, then those. I'm 3 episodes into The Boys now, and I've been listening to your reviews between episodes. Are you enjoying it, William? Are you enjoying the show? You were surprised by it. What did you think of the introduction to the Borg in Next Gen? Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Favorite episode so far, probably. Well, I love Measure of a Man, but I love them for very different reasons. Oh, sorry, cat. Garrus is laying his head down. He's going for sleep. Meaning I can't move. My arm's already falling asleep. Carl Urban can do no wrong. I don't know if that's true, but he is great. I even forgive him for Trek. Tyler, this anti-Trek agenda you've got. What's up, cat? Yes, to tease the movies we did yesterday for streams, one is oddly kind of a nice double feature with another mainstream movie from 2019, and the other is very weird. Hey, if that Maniac Cop happens, then I'm all over it. I hope it does. I hope it does. Sorry, cat. I had to move my hand. I know what one of them is because of Tim's tweet. Damn it. That Tim. Always revealing things on Twitter. A menace. Alright, guys, I'm going to give you a 25-minute warning before the end of the stream, should you want to try and get any screenshots done. I'm going to wrap this up at the 30-minute mark. The Boys is a great mix of action, humour, gore, and heart, totally in my wheelhouse. Yeah, it's the heart that's a surprising one. I was really pleased that I had that. Only so many movies that could be about a killer dress. I mean, that's true, yes. The list is not long. Gareth. My little one, Gareth. My pretty cat. Am I just a guest on your stream now, Cat? I think I am. It's cat stream time. Do. I didn't realize Dracula was on Netflix. Should I watch it? Ugh. Maybe not. The fact that we got two images from the start gave us bad luck in guessing the movie. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, the most important squares haven't been revealed yet, so I think sometimes it's the luck of the squares. Garrus gets a wheel spin for being a good boy. You want a wheel spin, Garrus? Alright. Garrus gets a wheel spin. Garrus, did you just add another image to the movie game? I think you did. I think you did. You don't get a guess though because you can't speak. Oh. Puss puss. My good kitty. Do 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 do. Garrus is a discerning cinema goer. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Eek. Come on, type. Thank you. Garrus will know. He will save us. Garrus, what do you think? What do you think the movie is? Is it Catwoman? It's not Catwoman. Is it Cats v Dogs? Even the cats are portrayed as villains in that, and I don't like that. No, it's not Cats v Dogs. Not a cat movie, Garrus. I'm sorry. Or is it? You and Tara being cat owners should finally do the cat from outer space. Hey, I'm sure it'll be a bonus movie at some point. Dude. So, confession time. I've still not taken the Christmas tree down. I just moved it out of frame. So I think what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to watch something whilst taking the tree down. Because it needs to be done. Although part of me just wants to play video games. Part of me wants to play video games, guys. That's it. I won't be streaming tomorrow night now, so I can get other work done then. I don't have to feel bad for not doing it tonight now. Yeah, it's fine. Now you're treating your kit. I do. I have a tree in the kit that I will use again next year probably. Although I'll get different lights next year. Those lights were crap, but Garrus just yawned in my face, and I got a good whiff of cat breath. Not as bad as it's been though, to be honest. I smelt worse. The ginger cat has been suspiciously absent. Where is he? He's either behind my monitor or he's in. I think he's asleep in the living room actually. Right, cat. I'm going to be mean, and I'm going to make you get up because I'm going to start taking down the tree. All right, I'll be good. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, this is nice level actually, to be honest. There you go. Hey. If you had to choose, what would you watch? Episodes 2 to 5 of The Witcher or Dracula? Well, episodes 2 to 5 of The Witcher are 4 hours long versus 90 minutes for Dracula, so Dracula. And I need to watch Dracula anyway because Cindy made me. Yeah, I think Firefly's asleep in the living room. I think it's a volcanary, twistery Dante's Peak kind of movie. That is a projector holder, yes. I used to have a projector a number of years ago, which I did enjoy using. However, I actually stopped using it because it got too loud and it annoyed me. And you're right, Dante's Peak was already played, but hey. I tell you what I don't have. I don't have a good little box for all the thingamajigs. I wonder if I can just fit them in the box with a tree. Yep, no more comments. Okay. I'm just casually taking down a tree as I talk to you guys. Don't mind me. Wheel spins can still happen. I'll still spin wheels. I'll hear things if it pop. '80s nature vs people movie. Could be. Could be. Damn you. Have you ever tried any of those mini projectors that can connect to your phone or computer and it's the size of a flask? I've never tried any of those, no. Find an old Amazon box for the decorations. I may have one in the cupboard. Come on, you bastard. Now I'm just getting frustrated. It's not the happening or volcano. Detective work's happening. Garrus! Garrus! He is no longer a good boy. The trees just go down. No, the box that the trees got in almost came tumbling off my chair, which is where I've got it kind of balanced. Dear. In fact, it's a little break to myself because I've been at it for a solid like 2 minutes. I'm going to check Comixology's new DC sale because it's always up by now. Oops. Maybe a few more squares and people will have a guess. Just an idea. God, I sound like such a oh, pardon me. I sound like such a shill right now. I'm sorry. I hate paying for boxes. Boxes should be free. What have you got for me, Comixology? Wow me. Give me something juicy. Or is it too early? Nah, it's always at 4. But it might not have be on the front page yet. Where will it go to? This is the 6th. Let's see. Nothing yet. Well, it's hard to tell. So there should be a sale in Comixology, but there isn't yet. Hold on. Really? Nothing? What the hell? 11 Eastern Monday night. That's when the new sale. Oh, God damn it, Comixology. I'm disappointed now. I'm disappointed. Okay. Arms are off. Doesn't like horror more governmenty, nay. Try to crack this, are we? Try to crack this. Some of those other rascals fall asleep. Oh, it's a movie filmed in California. That narrows it down, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I'm being a dick. Gareth, you want out? Love the speculation. Part 1 done. Public guessing. Wee bits going everywhere, of course. It's very strenuous, may I add. Nah, not really. More annoying than it is anything else.
This was garbage. You understand?
Thank you, Elsa. This was garbage. Elsa wants to spin at the wheel. And she will get her spin at the wheel right now. Oh. Straight up square. What do you want? A3. You got it. I will switch the image. I think that's why the A3, Rude Boy. It was for this one. I was squeezing the tree into the box. Yeah. I'm back in my seat. The tree is away in the cupboard. The room feels empty now. You're guessing office space. Office space is the correct answer. I believe they were using a metal detector and then walking back to the car. So they were finished with their metal detection. And then the first screenshot fully revealed is this. Notably, you somehow like avoided all of the key, like, you know, the person at the car, the I assume that's a restaurant. I don't know. Not familiar with the brand. But yeah, you kind of dodged all the key elements in this one. Somehow. But Elsa wins. Elsa wins. One win. All right. Well, I mean, it's basically finishing time, but I'll set up the next one so Elsa can get the free spin, just so that it's not weird if Elsa's not here at the start of the next one. That makes a lot of sense. Let me set the bad boy up, and you will get a guess, of course. So never know. You might one shot it. Might one shot it. All right. So let me. This one I'll do. Okay. The next image is set up. Elsa gets a free spin for the next round. I shall spin the wheel. Round and round, where will it fall? Oh. Sorry, Elsa. You technically still can have a guess, but I mean, you know, not a lot to go on. You know it's a movie. That's the extent of your knowledge right now. Hey. That was fun. Furthermore, I think Tyler's asleep admittedly, but there was some demand for some ginger puddy cat, and I have him right here. Yes. Firefly is a mushroom now. Let me make an educated guess. Sure. Make your guess. Bum bum. What could it be? Maybe there's going to be a sale this week. This is weird. The usual suspects is incorrect, but I mean, I can't deny the stab in the dark, bravery that was. All right. So yeah, I promised I was going to wrap up the stream. I don't want to go super late. I want to at least have the option of doing other work tonight. I probably won't, admittedly. I'll probably end up just faffing around, but maybe I'll read some comics for, because I need to catch up on some comics for elsewhere. So maybe I'll work on a few of those. I was mildly tempted to watch Dracula episode 2 tonight. Yeah, tree's done. Tree's gone. It's in the box in the cupboard. It's away. Job's complete. It's all done. But I don't want to watch Dracula after the stream and then like not record it until tomorrow, because I'd rather it be fresh in my mind. So that was fast. There wasn't a lot of decorations on it. I'll get more next year. I'll add to it next year so it's even more jazzed up. I'll get better lights, because those LED battery ones were like dimming very like gradually each time I changed the batteries, and it wasn't, I don't know, like it was really impressive for a couple of days, and then it started looking kind of meh. Movie related ornaments. Hey, yeah, maybe we can get more jazzy with it next year. I'm sure you can get some of them on Amazon, right? Makes sense. Yes, I want to record when the frustration is fresh. If I watch Dracula episode 2 just now, I don't think that in 90 minutes time, or whatever, give or take however much time I take to start watching it, I'll be in the mood to sit and record an angry 20-30 minute review on my own. But it is what it is. That's what it is. I suppose. Nah, I'd be leaving it till late. I was going to suggest something, but I don't think I'll be streaming again till Saturday. One of the possibilities would have been to watch it before I stream and then record the review live during the stream. That might be entertaining, but I don't think so. There's not a good time for it. At least if I do it in the next few days, there might still be some traffic for it, but not that it really matters that much. But hey, so yeah, that's pretty much us for the night. Thank you to everyone for hanging out. Thank you to everyone who tipped and playing our silly wheel spinning game. Read that way, I'll sleep. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I slept really well though last night, so I don't know. I might not. I'll see. But yeah, that's me, guys. So thank you very much for joining me. Look out for the Lost in Space review going up right after the stream. Look out for an Expanse review tomorrow and something else. Not sure what yet. But thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I will see you guys next time. Good night.